no matter where you are, no matter when you are, good morning. Today the mug is empty. I'm in that. So let's go ahead and get ourselves rolling with today's news. So first up, now that Ms. Harris is the bid for our Democratic Party, it is time for her to start meeting with potential candidates to run with her. People who want to be the vice president, people she trusts, people that, hopefully we find somebody that understands policy well. There's a lot of crazy things happening in our world that I would really love a policy expert so we don't get in gripes with people's old Twitter posts, because even Ms. Harris got some old Twitter posts that we don't like. So nonetheless, she's doing the bidding. She's finding out the bidding. That's funny. She's finding out who wants to be vice president. And right now, while that's happening, we have the other side of the fence where former President Trump is at the Association of Black Journalists conference, trying to claim that Harris is making up which race she is. During that, he also refused to be fact-checked. I think 3 times verbally. He said, "No, I don't. No, that's not wrong. There's just a delay on the audio." That clip cracks me up every time I see it. So with that's what's really going on around these times. Now, quickly, friends, sappy message. This is the last time you're going to see this background. I don't know what it'll look like in the next video. I am moving. So next weekend, my video will be from some random location, probably out in a park or in a field where I filmed it and had fun. But after that, it'll be at my new location for the next, who knows? So we'll see. With that being said, since this is the last video in this house, I think it's only appropriate that we have a little guest come into our show today and talk about something really, really big going on in the world of news. So, welcome, Khalil. There you go.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Is your favorite guest star. I am back for today. I wanted to introduce you to a new news source, a different piece of news source. I actually grew up with this one. Al Jazeera was playing in my home. My dad lived in Egypt for a couple of years, so he came home and this was something that was always on. So this is Al Jazeera talking about what's happening in the Middle East. Recently, a Hamas leader who deals with like the political side of the group has very little to do with the military faction of Hamas, if anything to do with it. He was in Iran celebrating the inauguration of the new president of Iran. If you remember, a few months back, former president was killed in a helicopter crash. And so this leader, Ismail Haniyeh, he was assassinated in a guest home. And it is believed that this assassination was actually was done by Israel. And there was a conference that Benjamin Netanyahu had, and he didn't touch on the killing, but he had words to say that it makes sense that Israel might have had something to do with this. And it's not the most unbelievable thing, considering they have attacked diplomatic residences and whatnot in the past. But this is sparking tensions throughout the region. They're kind of going on a 3-front attack mission, if you would, with Hezbollah, Iran, and the Houthis as well. With that being said, I just wanted to give you that quick little overview. Tensions are rising in this region because of that. And with that being said, I'm going to give it back to your favorite host.
With the most. Thank you, Khalil. Yeah, this is actually a topic that we've touched on. If you had me first class this year, we actually did talk about when the Iranian president perished in the helicopter crash. This is almost a continuation of a story we've seen almost throughout the years in many different ways, from geopolitical to military and political to just straight policy around the globe. It's crazy how it works. But I want to transfer to super quick. A lot of you have family in Florida. If so, I know you'll want to know about this, but yes, there is a tropical storm category 1 hurricane moving through Florida and parts of Georgia right now. It is mainly the more west side of Florida it really strikes at Tampa and starts moving inland to Jackson, and that's where it starts moving up to Georgia and even potentially some, South Carolina. We'll have to really see. This is really recent. This is today that we really start seeing this reporting out. I mean, so much so that when we started recording this video together, this is published this morning. This is a few hours ago, and it's really important to understand that. Keep a watch on this. I know a lot of you have family out there, so if you're concerned, check in with them, make sure they're safe, all that good stuff. Now let's move to happy stuff. The USA was losing in the Olympics the entire time until today. Did you know that? And now look at us, 14 gold, 25 silver, 25 gold, 64 total. That's crazy. I know we've set a lot of records. I could probably do a whole video talking about the records that Olympians have set, not even from the United States, just this year in general. The Olympics have been crazy, and that's super cool. But I know there's a lot of people on this platform that are already doing that for you, so go find people if you are interested in that. I'm glad to give you a little update, but I can't break it down unless it's the skating, and I don't think any of you want me to break down skating as long as I can. Let's end on a really, really fun, positive note. During the entire time I was being brought up as a Detroit Tigers fan, a man named Jim Leland was our manager, our coach, and he changed the franchise face forever, brought us to multiple World Series, brought us to playoff victories. He never, unfortunately, was able to complete the job and get his World Series ring, but they did go ahead and retire his number this week at Comerica, and that is super awesome that they did that for somebody who really well deserved it, and I really wanted us to shout that out. Just a small, happy, little fun thing on a day with some other news. He's also going into the Hall of Fame, and that's what that plaque is right there. You get one of those when you go in the Hall of Fame for baseball. Super love it. Really appreciate this man. And I just wanted to give that a little shout out at the end of our video. And like I said, friends, next time I see you, we'll be at a different location. But stay out there, stay learning, like, subscribe if you haven't. And that's about it, friends. See you next time.